build yourself up, make yourself feel good, just rise above, come off the ground running, motherfucker. I'm just kind of rambling on here. I'm just going with the flow of whatever's happening, whatever's going on. I have nothing to say. This is just a video that I'm kind of putting out there that's basically me with nothing to say, me being in my element and like freezing up over the fact that I'm like, okay, I have so much that I want to say, and then as soon as I get that red light fever when I hit the record button, it's like I can't say it. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. I used to have that in the studio. I've alluded to that before, but I used to have that in the studio with my band. My band was the Unfortunates. We had a good run there for a decade. I had the privilege to record 4 albums, have some songs on the radio, tour across the country, sleeping in a 15-passenger van. Just so many damn experiences with that, right? But even with all of that, sometimes I still just get triggered and just have like that fucking stop, that block, right? I'm happy to say that with something like writer's block, when it comes to my music and stuff like that, with the songs I'm writing and the lyrics that I'm writing, it kind of flows naturally. I don't really get that as often as most people do when it comes to the creative intent. But there are other ways in which I struggle, right? And this just happens to be one of them. And the same representation that I have with music funnels over and carries over to how I carry myself on video and in the camera. And maybe, as you can tell, hopefully I've improved as I've gone along, and maybe I haven't. But I just want this to kind of be more of a personal diary to myself, and at the same time, if it helps other people, it helps other people. And if not, then I'm just glad for whoever's watching. It's been a dream of mine to just do YouTube, you know, and I was holding myself back for the last 2.5, 3 years here, ever since I started and planned this whole thing out, because I just didn't think I was good enough. I was like, oh my God, is the content going to be good enough? Oh my God. But, you know, like Dave Grohl says, it's like, you gotta suck in order to be good. You know, when you're going to play that instrument, you gotta suck balls, man. You gotta be shit before you can improve yourself and actually bring yourself up to that level of actually being good. I mean, when you're born, you just don't know how to drive, right? When you just fucking come out of the womb, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Umbilical cord still attached. No shit. Obviously, you don't fucking know how to drive then. But the bigger picture is just like ease into things and get to the point where you're going to be as relaxed as you possibly can in that thing. And the best way to do it is just dive into the fucking deep end. You know what I mean? Maybe not if you're swimming, because then you might drown. But in this way of looking at things, it's I'd say quite accurate to just push ahead and just I implore you to kind of just keep going. Just like I'm going and going and going. I'm gonna post as many videos as possible on here. I'm a little fucked up. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. But all in a good way, or at least I hope that that's what it comes off as. But I'm always carrying myself in that most genuine, authentic way. This is just a bunch of rambling that I just want to ramble on about, just because sometimes I get in front of the camera, or I get in the studio with my guitar and everything, and I just kind of freeze up. Not because I don't know what I'm doing or I don't know what to say, but because for some reason when it's recording, I haven't adjusted in terms of being in front of that camera. I'm flowing a little bit better now. I was feeling a little bit shittier earlier, and I'm just like bringing myself back up. So that's a really good accurate representation, actually, of like using it as a diary, because it does. It builds you back right up. Like, honestly, like I'm starting to feel much better and better and better, right? And honestly, even if this goes nowhere, I'm just so happy to be doing this. Like I just have so much passion for getting myself out there. You know, I set my Facebook to public. I don't hold back anything from anybody. I just kind of throw myself out there, and whatever catches, and whatever doesn't, you know? I just kind of want to put myself out there in a world that's always changing, you know? People always worried about privacy and everything like that. I mean, I always make the joke that like 8 or 9 years from now, the only privacy we're going to have is in the fucking comfort of our own bathroom, right? So, you know, when they got like the contact lenses that can record people and all that shit. So I'm a big fan of artificial intelligence and that whole subject, and how controversial it is, and the way that people are not paying attention to it. But I'm going to make another video on that too, where it details a lot more about the AI and tech side of things. I got a lot to say on my mind, and I apologize if a lot of these videos are kind of all over the place, but you know, you don't have to watch them all. Just take what you want and leave the rest, right? That sort of thing. So it's like you find yourself, as like you push through, the more and more you just kind of get used to something, the more you adapt, and the less of that red light fever that you have, the less of that, oh my God, stop. You know, every time you stop, you just hit go, right? Right when I wanted to stop, I hit the fucking record button. I didn't know what to say. I just kind of freaking went off. it's funny because I can just hang out with my girlfriend or my friends or family or anything like that, and I'm just always this way, right? I mean, a large part in part to my ADHD, like, oh, I don't know if you can tell, fucking shaky camera in some of these damn videos, you know, so, ooh, back and forth and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just once you get that monkey off your back and you just kind of get into it, you start flowing, and then next thing you know, you record four records, right? Actually, we won an award recently for the last record that I was on. I'm not a full-time member of the band anymore or anything like that, and I'll get more into that later on too. But yeah, the Unfortunates were from Edmonton, Alberta. So if you want to check it out, I got the music on there. I play lead guitar and do some backup vocals. But anyway, yeah, we just won an award or something for album of the year. It's just so funny or whatever. It's just some small time thing, but it's you know, and I think that's a good point to like touch on it also, is to take the small victories when you get them. You don't know how long that ride's gonna last, right? You try your best to be fulfill yourself as a lifetime musician and make it big and all that stuff, where you make a living that way instead of confining yourself to the man sort of thing, working for the man, like they say in School of Rock. But I'm happy to say that I've accomplished those goals, and you know, like, if only the greater 1% of musicians actually make it and do their best in doing so, then I applaud you for that. And I think you should just be happy with those successes. But don't stop there. If you can take those and bring them to a different platform, which is what I'm doing now, right? I'm absolutely 1000% fucking vulnerable with doing this because, you know, it makes me feel alive. You know what I mean? When you take a little bit of a risk, it makes you feel alive. What's the point of living life safely all the time if you're gonna fucking die in 75 years? You know what I mean? You just gotta weigh it out. You gotta have those street smarts in order to create that balance for yourself and kind of gauge what's best for yourself in the way that you're going with things. But you know, I'm just trying to take things from the music spectrum, trying to incorporate my own side solo project on here. That's basically what I'm doing with the channel, as well as saying basically what's on my mind, right? Until I come up with different ideas. I have a couple of different things in the works that I'm going to bring it out here as well to you guys. But for the time being, I just kind of want to sit here and just go off about a few of these things. And you know, life's not always that easy, to be honest, right? Even as much as I like to preach a lot of the things that I do, things can be majorly more rough than you could imagine in certain areas. Like, I was literally just in fucking Walmart, and like my anxiety spiked up. Like, I know you guys can resonate with anxiety, a lot of you, but my anxiety just spikes up just being in the damn customer service lineup. You know, I feel like a hockey player at the national anthem going back and forth on the skates kind of thing, just to try to curb that anxiety, to just try to keep myself grounded. But yeah, like, one thing leads to another, and sometimes it's a trickle down effect, and the avalanche keeps on coming down the hill, coming down the mountain, and then sometimes it buries you, but you can't let it bury you. You can't let it get the best of you, so you kind of just rise above. So that's where I'm at with doing this video, right? It all kind of ties in, because if it wasn't for me feeling shitty, then this video might not have gone this way. And you know, I know it's not the greatest video, but fuck it, man. Fuck it. Fuck it, because I'm just doing it. I'm doing it because I'm feeling it. And me doing this, again, like the personal diary thing, it's just boosting me back up. I'm starting to feel pretty good here. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an adventure. I have a plan. I'm gonna keep kicking at this for as much as I can fucking possibly ramble on for, which might be literally forever, but who knows? Who knows how long I ride this train for? But I'm gonna keep going until I crash, and even when I crash, I'll take the fucking spare wheels and I'll just I'll turn chicken shit into chicken salad as best as I can, even if things do go downhill. But I'm looking forward to the way things are going to go. I'm looking forward to the way that I'm building this channel, and I'm gotta say I'm pretty proud to be putting out so many videos in such a little period of time. I'm actually slightly exceeding my expectations, although the content is not as top-notch and I'm not as smooth as, let's say, some of the other people that like to talk about ramble about shit that's going on in their head, or go on about self-development topics. But it just happens to be something I'm passionate about. It happens to be something I've learned a lot about, and I've Thankfully and gratefully, I'm happy to say that I consistently help quite a bit of people, and it's hard because I'm usually humble about it, and I think it's just time to take onus on the fact that a lot of the things that I have said and done have had major value in other people close to me in my life, and I take that because of major experiences that I've had, major setbacks that I've had that honestly most people haven't had. Like, everyone has their own shit, but I've got my own story too, and I'm gonna get into that eventually too, once I put more out there and some of you get to know me a little bit better. There's a lot of darkness that I had to escape from, darkness that's set me back so far. Happy to say that I've been sober since May 2nd, 2020. I think what it is, December 9th, 10th, 11th, fuck, I don't even know the day today, 10th I think. But same with my girlfriend Danielle. I'm so proud of her for being on this journey with me, and I just, you know, if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be, and having all this support. And it's really powerful to have all the support that I do from my friends and my family and everything like that. And that's the thing that I was maybe say to keep the self-doubt away and push through, as I'm doing this on camera. But it's just, I got so much to say, and just there's so much meaning that I have, and it's just, I don't want to stay behind closed doors and not say what I need to say when I want to say it. And I really don't care. I mean, I care, but I really don't. It doesn't matter if this appeals to 10 people or 100 people. It's something that I want to say, and something that means something to me. And so I just want to tell all my close friends and family that I love them. My parents that I love them, of course, and my illustriously stunning girlfriend Danielle, that I love you, and thank you so much for the support you've given me and everything, and bringing me up when I was down, because, you know, it was a rough ride there, especially with the drinking and everything like that. And I got to get into the sobriety in a couple of videos, but I just wanted to ramble on. I wasn't expecting to go this far. Shit. I just wanted to get detailed and ramble on about things that I'm feeling, and see, this is part of that genuine nature, man. It's so lost in so many people. You just gotta be so real about it. So I'm glad that I've affected and helped a lot of people in the positive ways that I have, and I'm hoping to kind of shift that and bring that to the people of YouTube and people on the internet, interwebs, and kind of drive things home a little bit more. And, you know, it's a win-win for me, because it also keeps me grounded and stable, and keeps my social acuity on top, keeps it on par, you know, keeps my head above water and everything like that too. So I love doing these videos, and I'll try to make them a little bit better and less dull and more exciting as I go along, and hopefully I bring you value, and if not, then that's great too. But for now, I guess I'll just keep it at that, and just show a lot of love and kindness to others, and make sure you're thankful and grateful for the good people that you have in your life, even if things are going a little bit rough. And even if they aren't, don't get lost in that if they're not, because something bad could be lurking around the corner, and you never know, and you just want to keep things grounded, keep things happy, be as happy as you possibly can. And always keep learning, always keep advancing your skills and your knowledge in the areas that you love, and areas you don't expect. You just never know. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to have be in a day and age with YouTube and the internet, and the way that it's at, state-of-the-art kind of shift that our world is going through. And I look forward to bringing more content, and hopefully it's a lot more exhilarating than this. And yeah, I suppose I'll just leave you with that. So stay full of love, and stay real with the kindness, and I hope you stay real, and I'll stay caveman. Thank you.